Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are mapping out the ultimate high-value journey for all you future AI engineers out there. If you've been wondering how to actually build a rock-solid, future-proof career in artificial intelligence by the year 2026, well, you are exactly where you need to be. We're going to clear through all the noise and break down the exact path, step by step, and don't worry, this applies whether you're coming from a traditional IT background or from entirely outside of it.
Now, let's start with a bit of a reality check. When we say AI today, I know a lot of us immediately picture just typing text into ChatGPT or Gemini, right? But AI is literally already woven into the fabric of your daily life. Every single time you unlock your phone with Face ID, or order a cab on Uber and watch it magically find the fastest route, or even just scroll through a perfectly tailored social media feed, that's AI doing the heavy lifting in the background. Even that simple spam filter, keeping your email inbox clean, yup, that's artificial intelligence classifying data. It is absolutely everywhere, and companies are just desperate for people who know how to build it.
Okay, so let's really dive into this. What exactly does an AI engineer do, and how is it different from a normal coding job? Well, think of an AI engineer as this crucial missing link. You're sitting right between a traditional software engineer and a full-blown data scientist. While a software engineer builds the front end and back end of an app, the AI engineer designs, develops, and deploys the machine learning models that give that application its brain. You are the one integrating intelligent systems into everyday products through APIs and complex models. It's pretty cool stuff. To get you there, we have a clear, structured roadmap for this explainer. We'll cover 1. AI reality and basics. 2. The 3 fundamentals. 3. Data science and machine learning. 4. Unlocking deep learning. 5. Building real-world projects. And 6. Landing the AI job. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, AI reality and basics, moving beyond the hype.
We really need to address the elephant in the room here. That whole get-rich-quick myth. Listen, you cannot learn a few prompt engineering tricks in 3 days and suddenly expect to land a massive 50-lakh salary. That is just not reality. The hard truth? Becoming a respected, skilled AI engineer takes about 5 to 6 months of dedicated time. We're talking studying and coding for 3 to 4 hours every single day. This field is constantly evolving, so your consistency and a relentless learner's mindset, those are going to be your absolute biggest weapons.
Moving right along to Section 2, the 3 fundamentals. These are your core skills. Before you even think about touching advanced neural networks, you absolutely need this core foundation. Step 1 is math. Why? Well, because machine learning algorithms process massive amounts of data stored as vectors and matrices. So linear algebra, calculus, and probability are non-negotiable. But hey, don't panic. Mostly it's just 12th grade math. Step 2 is Python. It's the absolute industry standard language for AI, so you need to completely master its syntax and object-oriented programming. And step 3, core data structures and algorithms. You don't need insanely advanced DSA, but having a medium-level understanding of things like arrays, linked lists, and trees will give you a massive edge in technical interviews and really help you write highly efficient code. Okay, Section 3, Data Science and ML. Time to handle some real data. So, before we can magically start training any predictive models, we actually have to get our hands dirty and prepare the data. Real-world data, whether it's from open-source APIs or Kaggle, is notoriously messy. You're going to need to master some specific Python data prep tools. You'll use NumPy and Pandas for manipulating the data, regex and OpenCV for handling specialized text or image data, and then Matplotlib and Seaborn for visualizing it beautifully. Honestly, creating clean, solid data pipelines is really the first practical task of any AI engineer. Now, what's really interesting is how the vast world of machine learning elegantly breaks down into 3 main categories: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning uses labeled data, kind of like teaching that spam filter we mentioned earlier exactly what spam looks like. Unsupervised learning finds hidden patterns entirely on its own, like market analysis showing which products are often bought together. And reinforcement learning? This is exactly like training a pet dog. When the AI model predicts correctly, it gets a reward. When it's wrong, it gets a penalty. Advanced self-driving cars actually rely heavily on this exact reward-based learning mechanism. Which brings us to Section 4, Unlocking Deep Learning. This is the climax of your learning phase, where you unlock the true AI powers. Deep learning is all about neural networks. And please don't let the alphabet soup of acronyms overwhelm you here. Just think of these as the intricate architectures behind advanced AI. You'll progressively learn standard ANNs, then move to CNNs, which are fantastic for images, RNNs for sequence data,
and GANs for generating completely new content. You'll also dive into the essential mathematical mechanics making them all tick, forward and backward propagation. And that leads us straight to the tech you are probably already interacting with every single day, large language models, or LLMs. When you use tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Llama, you are directly interacting with an LLM. Basically, they are this incredibly powerful mix of NLP, natural language processing, which is how the machine understands human sentiment and text, and Gen AI, which allows it to generate brand new original text, stunning images, or even fully produced audio. Now, as you get deeper into this, you're definitely going to hear a lot about PyTorch and TensorFlow. So, which one should you choose? A really great approach is to start your journey with PyTorch. It is incredibly beginner-friendly and heavily used in academic research, which just makes your initial learning curve so much smoother. Then, once you have a really strong grip on the concepts and you've got a few projects under your belt, graduate to TensorFlow, because that is the heavy-duty framework heavily relied upon by the corporate industry. Next up, Section 5, Building Real-World Projects. This is about proving your skills. Because, let's be honest, learning the theory is fantastic, but now you face the real trial, getting noticed by recruiters. You need 3 to 4 big, standout projects on your resume. And we're talking serious industry-specific builds for finance, healthcare, or entertainment. Consider building a fake news detector using support vector machines or advanced BERT models. Or maybe a text summarizer leveraging Hugging Face transformers. Or a highly impressive art generator using those GANs we talked about. You want to tailor these projects to the exact industries you want to work in. Actually, let's zoom in on that art generator project for a second, because what's happening under the hood there is absolutely fascinating. It uses GANs, generative adversarial networks. Inside a GAN, you essentially have an epic ongoing battle. The generator creates fake data, trying its absolute hardest to make it look completely real. Meanwhile, the discriminator acts like a detective, trying to catch the fakes. They constantly train and challenge each other, until the generator produces an image so hyper-realistic it totally fools the discriminator. And honestly, it usually fools us too. But hey, you've got to remember this golden rule. A project that's just sitting locally on your laptop, it's basically invisible. A project isn't truly finished until it is deployed to the cloud, and the code is pushed to GitHub for recruiters to actually evaluate. You absolutely have to familiarize yourself with deployment. Start with free tiers on Render or dive into the major cloud providers like AWS, Azure, GCP, or DigitalOcean. And if you are a working professional looking to pivot your career, taking the time to learn containerization tools like Docker is going to make you highly competitive. And finally, Section 6, landing the AI job, the ultimate reward. This is it, the light at the end of the tunnel after those 6 months of grinding. Let's talk about the payoff. For a highly skilled fresher stepping into a true AI engineer role, the average starting salary package ranges right between 6 to 12 lakhs per annum. Keep in mind, we aren't talking about basic data analytics roles here. This is for actual AI engineering. This impressive figure is the direct reward for your consistency, your rock-solid fundamentals, and those impactful deployed projects sitting right there on your resume. So, the roadmap is completely in your hands now. You've seen the path, you know the exact tools you need to master, and you understand the immense dedication this requires. The blueprint is right in front of you. So I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to take that first step and start your AI journey today?